Have you ever had that moment where you see a picture of yourself, or even worse, you get that tag notification, and you go look at the picture and you're like, holy shit, they say that's me, but that's not me. I don't look like that. Have you ever had that moment? That's what we're going to talk about today on this episode of Irresistible You. But before I do, hi, welcome. My name is Amy Beltran. I am the CEO of Irresistible University. I am a confidence coach that empowers women to lose the emotional weight holding them back so they can gain the confidence to create an irresistible life at any size. All right, so this is like so crazy, and that's why I love getting on here and talking with you guys, because I know you feel me. I know you get it. I do this local networking event that I host with one of my biz besties here, and we recently had the event, and here's the deal. I love pictures. I love everybody sharing, being social. Like, that's how we get the name out. That's how we grow, and I'm a Leo. I like having my picture taken. I'm not even going to deny that. But it's like that meme where they're like, here's the pic, and it's like Barbie, and she's like all glam and like beautiful, and it's like, here's my selfies, and then here's your tagged photo, and it's like Barbie, and she's like all hagged out, she's got dark circles under her eyes, she looks like shit. Like, that's how I felt about this situation. Now, here's the deal. This kind of took me for a loop, threw me for a loop, because I had not had this happen to me, actually in a really long time, like maybe a few years. And what I'm talking about is that feeling of seeing the tagged photo and being like, oh Lord, like, that's what I look like. Like, I didn't look like that in the mirror. I didn't look like that in any of the other pictures, right? Or you look at it and you're like, damn, am I that big? Do I have that many chins? And I was having this moment, and the irony of it all is I was eating Wendy's as I was looking at the picture, and I'm sitting here like, oh my God. I could not believe I looked like that. I was so like, I had to take a step back, and I was sitting there like, oh my God, I teach women how to feel confident, how to love themselves, and here I am staring back at a picture, a tagged picture, and I couldn't stand it. Like, it made me cringe. It literally made me cringe. And then I was like, all right, Amy, let's reel it in, let's get it together, let's think about this for a second. And I said, all right, Amy, that's one picture. And nobody looks good when they're like, someone else takes a picture when you're like mid-speech, mid-movement. That's not a good look for anybody, right? I was like, this is one picture out of how many? And you know, you don't actually look like that, right? Right? I had to like keep right? Like convincing myself in a way. And I kind of had a moment for about 5 to 10 minutes where I was just like, damn, that, like, wow. I don't like that. Like, I didn't feel good about it. And I was sitting there thinking like, oh my God, other people are going to see this because we're out here promoting the event and the new hashtag, and that's what they're going to think of me. That's the impression other people are going to have. And that is not what I want people to see, but that's what they're going to see. And I know that we're always harder on ourselves, and other people really don't give a shit, right? And I just kept thinking, I'm a fraud, I suck, how can I teach other women? Here's the deal, you guys. We're all human. And I don't care if you are the most body positive, like, yay, body image, I love who I am, I love myself person on the earth. You still have those moments where you feel fat and miserable and ugly. It just happens. But here is the difference. When you make that decision to go on this journey, like the Irresistible You framework that I teach, when you make a decision to go on this type of a journey, now you have ammunition, and you're armed with tools, and you're armed with resources to help you do what I did and take a step back and remind yourself that that's one picture out of how many, and that it's not that bad, it's not that serious, right? I'm not defined by this one picture. And when you have those tools and you have those resources and you can shift your mindset in a heartbeat, like, that's when you know you're growing. That's when you know you're not who you used to be, right? So I kind of was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to share this with the girls because I'm here to inspire and motivate you. And I was like, if I share this with them, they're going to think I suck and that I'm a fraud. But no, you guys, I go through this too. Like, just because it's like body image is a journey, right? And I tell you this all the time. And when you're on a journey, sometimes you get a flat tire. Sometimes your car breaks down and you have to rest and you have to stop. Sometimes there's a detour and you go all the way back from where you started from and then you go back again. And I want you to know that too. I want you to know that because this is a journey and you're working on it, you're going to be further ahead than where you started from, but you're still going to have those bumps in the road. And it's okay. It's okay to have those moments, right? And the first thing I could have done was untag myself, but the hashtag is attached to it. And that's like the new hashtag that we're trying to promote for our local events. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, this is who I am, right? I'm not skinny. I'm not thin. I don't have a perfect body. Sometimes my face looks fat. Sometimes my face looks swollen, and other times it doesn't, right? Sometimes, I'm going to look better on some days than other days because your body fluctuates. You have bloat. And you might have gained a few pounds, but guess what? Who the fuck cares? And that was like this moment where if you listen to the last episode, I talked about this with the short story, how that was like me realizing how far I've come. And this too was like, I had that like 5 to 10 minute pity party, and then I'm like, ooh, let's move on, right? Because I have the tools and I have the things, the mindset shifts and the things that I can tell myself, because I still practice my Irresistible You framework, the same thing that I teach my clients. I practice what I preach. So, just to wrap all this up, because I don't want this to be too long, I just want you to know that this is totally normal. So if you get tagged in a picture and you're like, oh Lord, who is that? Like, just know that you are not, one picture doesn't define who you are. And we all have our good angles. And I know my good angles, which is why I like taking my own pictures most of the time. And when you have random pictures like that, you're not always going to look the way that you want if you're taking your own picture, right? And candid photos are not always the best. Sometimes they're actually the best pictures we have because it captures that moment, like that beautiful moment. But then there's other times where candid photos are like, oof, oh my gosh. But here's the deal. I'm not going to sit and wallow and have a pity party for days. And that's the difference. And in the episode, a couple episodes back, we talked about the victim mindset. Amy, 10, 15 years ago would have sat in victim mindset and had a pity party for days and weeks. That's what I would have done in the past. And you know what else I would have done? I would have said, oh my God, I got to get this weight off faster than I'm getting it off. And okay, I better go binge eat every single thing in the house. Let me go hit up the drive-thru. Let me go have my last supper. And I'm going to really like hit this new diet tomorrow. That's what old Amy would have done. But I didn't. I was just kind of like, okay, that's me, whatever. I know what I look like, and like I said, some pictures are going to suck, and some are going to be better than others. And I think it just gets magnified because we're on social media. Even if you don't work in social media like I do, you still get tagged in things, right? You still go to events or family functions or parties, and you get that tag, and you're like, whoa. And the first thing you think is like, people that haven't seen me in a long time or people that I don't see often, that's what they're going to think of me. And here's the deal. Let's say they do. Let's say they look at that picture of me and like, look at that fat ass teaching confidence to women. Who does she think she is? Listen, boo. That's on them. That's not on me. Because I tell you all the time, other people's opinions of my body says more about their bad body image than it does about mine. And when other people are that concerned with your size and your weight, and they're equating that to who you are as a person, that is on them. That is not a reflection of you. And I want you to really, really, really get that. You know what I mean? So, don't let one bad picture stop you from getting your picture taken. Get in front of the camera, get your picture taken, especially if you're a mom. Especially if you're a mom. I want you in the pictures. Because here's what actually, I said I was going to wrap this up. Oh my God. So here's what actually ends up happening when you're in the downward spiral, the spiral that happens from the tag photo. This is the spiral process. Oh my God, I can't believe I look like that. Holy shit, I'm so fat. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm that big. I better get on a diet. I better really get with it. And then you go, like I said earlier, you go and you binge eat, you eat all the things, and you start your new diet tomorrow. And you beat yourself up over and over again, and it puts you right back on the hamster wheel. That is the yo-yo diet, body, hate, shame cycle. And while you're in that cycle, you keep telling yourself how unworthy you are as a human being because you think you're too fat. And so then you go to a party or a family function or event the next week, and you make sure to hide in the back of the room. You make sure to run to the bathroom anytime you see a camera coming out. And you avoid the cameras, and you avoid the attention, and you avoid the socializing. Because you have blown this thing up in your head, this tagged photo, you have blown this thing up in your head to like the biggest, like, it's just like the biggest deal that could have ever happened to you. But it's all on you. No one else is over here making it a big deal. You're the one making it a big deal. I mean, my God, you guys, some of the paparazzi photos of like the most beautiful celebrities that we think have the perfect body, we all know there's some funky ass paparazzi pictures too. So everybody is capable of taking a fat, ugly photo. And if that's like, but who cares? You're not that one picture, right? So I hope this helps. I hope like it's resonating with you. And, you know, if you see the tagged photo and you're like, you know, you're clutching your pearls and you're gasping for air because you don't believe it's you, take a step back. Take a breath. Take a step back. And I want you to think about what we just talked about on this episode. You're not just that one photo. And, oh my God, I can ramble, can I? If you're a mom and that picture is with you and your kids, post it. Be proud of it, because they're not going to care. Like, they are not going to care. When you're gone from this earth, those pictures and those memories, especially the pictures, because our memories fade as we get older, those pictures are literally all they have left. So I want you to remember that. And that you are irresistible no matter what size you are, no matter what photo you're tagged in. You're still irresistible. You're still amazing. You're still awesome. And you're still rocking it. So, again, if this was an episode that really hit your heart, please head over to iTunes and leave a rating and review so that we can help other women please find us, because that is really, really important. And go get in the pictures, you guys. Be proud of who you are and go get in the pictures, and don't worry about the tag photos. All right, until the next one, stay irresistible.